Everyone. Today we are going to discuss about situational approach. So we shall see what is situational approach. Coming to the introduction. So firstly, this term was used by the Hornby. Situational approach term was used by whom here? Hornby. In which year? In the 1950. So where did he use means a popular series of article. So this term was used in article published in ELT, English Language Teaching, in the year of 1950. So, in that, this word was used, situational approach. This term was used. And the situational approach indicates. So, what indicates how a teacher should create a real situation? Yes. So, this approach indicating how a teacher should create a real situation in the classroom to make the child learn. A particular situation helps the teacher to provide practice to the pupils or students to explain its meanings. Yes, particular situation helping. So when the child teacher is creating the situation, so that situation helps the teacher to provide practice to the students to understand its meanings. And coming to the particular situation may be created in the classroom. So how teacher should create with the help of maps or pictures or various objects, actions or drawing on the blackboard. So with these all things, teaching aids, a teacher should create one particular situation to make him learn. According to this approach, English as a second language should be taught by forming link between new words and the real situation encountered by the child while learning their mother tongue. Yes, when the child is learning the mother tongue, so then teacher should create one forming link to make him learn in the foreign language also. Whatever the new words are there, that words, yeah, while he is speaking in Telugu or his mother tongue or Telugu language, then he should be able to form the link in English language also or in second language. All the items are learned by a child in a real situation. Yes, the child learns all the vocabulary or the second language here only in using in the real situations. The situation in which the child learns his mother tongue or repeated again and again. Yes, while child is speaking mother tongue, he will be repeated again and again. And whatever the child understands or expresses about his experiences of his own life are then same way connected with the terminology of the English language. Yes. Whatever is speaking in their mother tongue, so that will be repeated in English language also to make him learn the English terminology. And coming to the characteristic of situational approach. First one is the speech. Speech is the basis of language teaching. What is the basis here? Speech is the basis. The new language items and vocabulary items are graded. Yes. New language items or vocabulary, what they do, they keep in one order, sequence order, graded according to their usefulness. Yes. Usefulness means whatever the words are grammar, child using. So, whatever he requires, whatever he needs. So that will be adjusted in one order, in a graded in one order. And frequency, based on frequency means whatever the real life words are, daily language words, daily means usable words are there. So that is called as a frequency of words. So that will be also graded in one sequence. And teachability, from like example, teacher, few topics will be easy to teach him and few topics will be very difficult to teach the students by the teacher. So they are nothing but simple to complex. Teacher has to adjust from simple to complex. So this is the way based on usefulness and frequency and teachability. Teacher has to grade all the items, vocabulary items. The language item that's selected and graded. Yes, as we discussed above line, the same way these all will be selected and graded and they are presented and practiced in a meaningful situation. It will be presented to the students by the teacher and they practice it in meaningful situations. And reading and writing are based on items which have already been introduced and practiced orally. Yes. If you take the example of any child, so child speaks first language in orally. Child, he speaks in his mother tongue orally. Then when he goes to the school, he starts reading and writing. So the same way foreign language also will be learned. First, child should be taught orally. Then he should be focused on reading and writing. So as per the situational approach. And new words are introduced incidentally in the classroom. Yes, here also new words they will introduce in the classrooms. Opportunities are provided to the pupils to associate the meaning of new words with the created situation. Yes, the teacher what he does here means he create the situations. He provide the opportunities to the students. Example, the teacher is teaching to the students. He tries to show the indication of run or running. So by seeing that indication, child what he will do, he will try to associate the meaning of that indication. So with that, whatever the atmosphere he created, the teacher is created based on the situation, he tries to understand that vocabulary. And a lot of appropriate material is used to create a proper and real situation. Yes, teacher requires proper appropriate material, and teacher gives continuous statements about his actions. Yes, teacher goes on giving the continuous statements about his actions or indication. He puts before his pupils several questions before and answers them himself. Yes, the use of mother tongue is emphasized. So mainly what they do, so in this situational approach, mother tongue is emphasized. They never say to ignore. They are emphasizing the mother tongue only, because in a previous slide we discussed that firstly the child is encouraged to speak in mother tongue again and again. That sentences will be repeated again and again. So then he will be trained to speak in English, or to learn the same vocabulary in same terminology in English language. And examples are given to make the things clear. Teacher, what he will do here? He will give a lot of examples. And coming to the merits of the situational approach, what are the merits? What are the advantages? Means it creates interest among the students. When the teacher is showing signals or indications or giving some particular situation, then for the students, the interest will be created. And coming to the emphasis given, stress is given on what? Learning by play. Mainly playway method they follow. The teacher will follow here playway method by creating the situations, real life situations. And action chains make the classroom atmosphere lively. Yes, teacher gives action, means the teacher makes some actions and he tries to explain to the students to do the same action. Then other students may understand. So with that, atmosphere will become lively, and a lot of material aid is used to make the learning stable and interesting. Yes, teacher requires a lot of material, because every day he has to create many real life situations with the different students or different psychology of students. So for that material, a lot of material is required, and a lot of examples can be given. Exactly, teacher needs a lot of examples. The teacher can make his illustrations clear by using various materials or pictures. Yes, teacher requires material or picture. And stress is given on learning through hearing. Yes, stress, what will be done here? Stress is given on what? Learning through hearing. Firstly, teacher student has to focus on listening, because the teacher tries to speak or gives a situational learning through oral system. So that is the reason student will be focused on hearing first. And coming to the demerits of the situational approach, it is suitable only in the lower classes. Yes, it is suitable only in the lower classes, but this approach cannot be made applicable to the senior classes, because teaching them small or less number of vocabulary is easy to the in the lower classes. But coming to the in a senior level, they require the big conversational topics or big real life situations. So it will be difficult to the teacher to do find out that material, and textbooks cannot be taught by this method. So this is also very important. Textbooks cannot be taught, because textbooks lessons are different than real life situations. So you don't find the total real life situation. Very less topic related will be there, like one paragraph or one line, two lines will be there. And only well selected sentence patterns can be taught by this approach. Yes, well selected. Teacher has to choose a well selected sentence pattern to teach them. That minimum makes the classroom dull. Because of this, what happens? Classroom makes it dull, because all cannot focus on it. And trained teachers are required for it. Teachers are required training in this. Then only they can teach the students effectively. And prose, poetry, and a rapid reader, etc., cannot be taught through this approach. Yes, prose topics or poetry topic or rapid readers. So these all things cannot be taught through situational approach because prose is different and poetry is different. So real life situations are different here. And coming to the conclusion, situational language teaching involves accurate use of vocabulary. Yes, it is a required accurate use of vocabulary means we should not make any kind of mistakes here. And items and grammar rules in order to achieve a practical mastery of the basic skills. The four basic skills means LSRW: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Learners must be able to produce accurate pronunciation. Yes, this is the main important thing. In a situational approach, students require accurate pronunciation. They have to learn the accurate pronunciation and use of grammar. Otherwise, if they are breaking the structures or breaking the sentences, the learners will not be able to understand. Not only learners, whoever they're listening their words or their conversation, they will be unable to understand. So that is the reason students should focus on grammar and pronunciation. The ultimate aim is to able to respond quickly. Yes. So based on this situational approach, what is the ultimate aim? They should be able to respond quickly and accurately in speech situation. Yes, they have to respond quickly and accurately. They have to respond with an automatic control of basic structures and sentence pattern. Yes, automatic control of basic structures and sentence patterns. Learners has to respond. Then only situational approach can be means learned fruitfully. Otherwise, it is impossible. Thank you all. Thank you for watching this video. Whoever not subscribed this channel, kindly I request you to subscribe this channel. Thank you. Thank you once again.